Co-leader of German political party Alternative for Germany, Alice Wilder said in public that the hardliners in the West who still live by the outdated logic of Cold War have promised Ukraine the impossible membership in NATO and thus arrogantly denying Russia's great power status. It is a historical failure. Sanctions will not be able to end the war in Ukraine. All parties should approach geopolitics with a realistic and cool-headed view and make all-out effort to create a European security architecture, but only without the black and white thinking that we are the West and they are the East. Do you have any comment?
这种看法很理性。
This is a very rational and penetrating view. In fact, as early as 1997, former U.S. ambassador to the Soviet Union George Kennan warned that expanding NATO up to Russia's borders would be the most fateful era of American policy in the entire post-Cold War era. In 2014, Dr. Kissinger said, Ukraine cannot be either side's outpost against the other. Ukraine's accession into NATO is a red line. U.S. Professor John Mearsheimer said in 2015 that while guided by the Monroe Doctrine, the U.S. has never stopped its effort to include Ukraine into the Western camp. Russia, as a great power, will never agree to such moves by the U.S. and the West. Recently, Thomas Friedman, a renowned American expert in international affairs, said in his article that America and NATO are not innocent bystanders in the Ukraine crisis. In his view, a huge log fueling this fire of the Ukraine crisis was the U.S. decision on NATO's eastward expansion. Regrettably, these fair, objective, and rational assessments have failed to be incorporated into the policies of the U.S., the West, and NATO.